Two J-35 stealth fighters in the sky, and the world is paying attention. China has officially begun mass production of its second fifth-generation aircraft. In this video, we'll analyze the J-35 program, its variants, export prospects, and why this jet could challenge the F-35 globally. And about the J-35, as you know, two newly prepared J-35 fifth-generation fighter jets conducted a joint flight. Before this, no such news came from China. Different pictures of this aircraft have appeared on the internet, as you can see in the green livery. But the release of this video by China means that China is showing the world that the production of the fifth-generation J-35 aircraft has properly started. This is the J-35 aircraft, China's fifth-generation fighter jet, which will not only equip the Chinese Air Force but will also be prepared for the Chinese Navy and for export purposes. China is presenting it to the world. Thus, the production of two new J-35 aircraft in their joint flight is being given significant importance, and the reason is that China has started mass production of its second fifth-generation aircraft and has also shown it to the world. The production of the J-35 aircraft has started at China's Liaoning production facility. China's first aircraft carrier was also named after this production facility. Now, with these two aircraft flown together, we understand that the J-35 program has progressed far beyond the prototype stage, and now you will start seeing aircraft coming out of serial production. Some aircraft will be delivered to the Chinese Air Force, most will be used within China's Air Force, some will be provided to the Chinese Navy, and some will be prepared for export customers. Now, which countries can these aircraft be provided to for export? First, you know that Pakistan is purchasing the J-35 aircraft, and the decision has already been made. Besides Pakistan, Algeria, Egypt, Thailand, and Indonesia are also interested in this aircraft. But I think the first customer of the J-35 will be the Pakistan Air Force, because if Pakistan Air Force wants to maintain its qualitative edge, it must acquire the fifth-generation aircraft before its adversaries. As you know, there are two variants of the J-35 currently being produced in China. One for the Air Force, J-35A. Another, the naval variant, which is quite different from the Air Force variant. Both variants will share a significant number of parts, but the naval variant will be larger in size than the Air Force variant. Its landing gears will also be much bigger and stronger, plus some extra features may be included. When you prepare an aircraft for two different types of forces, the advantage is that your cost is saved, and it helps a lot with logistics. Last year, this J-35 aircraft was already inducted into the Chinese Navy and Chinese Air Force. In July last year, it was reported that both forces had inducted the aircraft, and on September 3, a major military parade conducted in China also showcased these aircraft in both forces. This is China's second fifth-generation fighter jet, and you can say that China has become the first country in the world to produce two fifth-generation aircraft simultaneously, the J-20 and the J-35. In the US and Russia, fifth-generation aircraft are also in production, but each of these countries is producing only one aircraft. The US produces the F-35, and Russia produces the Su-57. Meanwhile, China has two fifth-generation aircraft on the production line, the J-20 and the J-35. The Chinese J-35 uses China's own WS-15 next-generation engine. Regarding the radar cross-section, China claims that it is human palm-sized, meaning you could say the radar cross-section is the size of a hand, or roughly the size of a small bird. To achieve such a small radar cross-section, China designed the fuselage shape carefully and used special materials they developed. If we talk about other capabilities or numbers, the maximum takeoff weight of this aircraft is around 30 tons, slightly less than the F-22 but more than the F-35. Using the J-35 is much cheaper than the J-20, because the J-20 is heavier and has higher maintenance and operating costs. This makes the J-35 attractive both to the Chinese Air Force and to export customers. For the Chinese Navy, currently, there is no immediate need for a large number of these aircraft, as China is building a total of 9 aircraft carriers. For now, the Chinese Navy doesn't need many J-35s, but China can produce more aircraft, possibly including 6th-generation naval variants in the future. Meanwhile, the Chinese Air Force operates the J-20, J-16, and J-10C, and will now also operate the J-35. Older fighter units will likely be replaced with the J-35. The U.S. Department of Defense already considers the J-35 a major export threat to the F-35. Analysts believe that the J-35's range and flight performance are superior to the F-35. With a good and strong radar, China has introduced the J-35 aircraft. Also, Chinese aircraft sales do not have heavy political or usage restrictions, unlike Western aircraft. That's why many Middle Eastern and African countries are interested in purchasing this aircraft. I hope the J-35 will perform well in the export market, but the US and Western countries will try to create political and export obstacles. Bottom line, full production of the J-35 has started. This will strengthen China's domestic air power and greatly improve its export competitiveness. As we know, the aircraft is now in serial production, and there are now 2 fifth-generation aircraft on the production line. In the coming days, we will see what China does with 6th-generation aircraft, but for now, the J-35 is coming off the full-fledged production line. Guys, if you found this analysis useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel and more people can watch videos like this. Do share your opinion in the comments section. That's all for today. Thank you.